Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the topic for this video is about IT jobs in Norway, and this was actually a question from some of you on my channel, but I have actually took some time to make this video because I am not an IT professional. I worked in an ITS company before, but I am an HR professional. So I wanted to really gather some inputs and give you correct answers before I make this video. Some of the experience comes from my home too, as my husband is an IT professional and most of the friends we have here in Norway are in IT too. So I actually gathered some of the information from there. So a big shout out for my friends and my husband who helped me to make this video and give these inputs. So what I've done is, so I asked them 5 top things which came to my mind as a question which I really wanted to know about IT jobs in Norway, and I hope these questions will answer some of your queries too. I have gathered a lot of useful information for this video, so do subscribe to my channel if you have still not subscribed to my channel, because I'll keep on sharing this useful information on my channel. So the first thing which I wanted to really ask these guys, and which was really for a personal reason, that I wanted to know, is it easier to find an IT job than other job? Because if you have seen my job searching experience being an HR professional, it was little difficult, and I have shared my experience with you guys. If you haven't seen, you can check out this video. I will link it on the description and you can see my job searching journey, and it wasn't that easy. So I was really curious to know from IT people here that is it easier to get IT jobs here? So the answer I got was yes. And also, if you look at this report, of the topmost job in demand in Norway is IT job. Basically it makes it more easier for them to find a job. But then I also got an interesting input from them, which was it is easier to find an IT job if you already have an IT job in Norway. But if you're new in Norway, because I even had some friends who relocated to Norway with their spouse, and that was not that smooth for them, and it took like 5 to 6 months for them to find a job in Norway. It depends, but still I would say if I have to compare it with other jobs, finding an IT job is much easier in Norway. Also, when I compare finding an IT job with my job finding experience, in a lot of IT jobs you don't need Norwegian, which was also a bigger challenge in my job finding journey, and which can be a challenge in a lot of other jobs in Norway, where I know you need a specific proficiency of language at a certain level, which is not required in IT job because they will consider English. Next thing I wanted to ask was that what is the top skill which is in demand in Norway? Like, which is that skill? Because in IT also, like, I can be specialist on something. So which are the jobs which are really in demand here? I've got actually a lot of fields which they feel they have a lot of demand of these jobs in Norway, but it can be more than that. And whatever I'm sharing in this video is from my friends and my husband's experience who are in IT, but your experience can be different. So I just want to tell you the jobs like data engineer, data architect, solution architect, data scientist, product manager, product owners, and even project management kind of roles are a lot in Norway. Third one, which we generally want to know, that where to find a job in Norway, and this I have answered for you guys already. I think fin.no and LinkedIn is enough to find a job in Norway, because most of the jobs are everywhere and most of the jobs are there on these two platforms. But I also have an experience shared by a friend where he said that a lot of headhunters, because this is a scarce skill in Norway, so a lot of headhunters even keep checking your LinkedIn profiles, and they are also in contact with companies and they directly call you. So it can be a case that where you have not applied that job directly through Fin or LinkedIn, but you are put through an interview basis your LinkedIn profile, because these headhunters approach directly to you. And this has happened with some of my friends, how they found a job. So I wanted to add this part here. That's why it's required. Mostly I've seen in Europe you have to update your LinkedIn profile. If you have done any certifications, any specific skill, you have to update it, because these headhunters will mostly look at your LinkedIn profile when they're trying to find the suitable match for these companies. The next thing which I was really curious, because most of my audience is from India, so I just thought of asking on your behalf, is it possible to find a job from India in Norway? And I wanted to know from these people, have they seen any cases where people have traveled, were their visas were sponsored, were companies okay with that? Just telling you what answer I have got. I don't want to make you hopeful or break your hope, but I'm just telling you what I got to know. So yes, they have seen these kind of roles as well, where they don't find anybody in Norway. They even hire people from outside. Some of my friends, they have done masters in France, but they were hired in Norway because these headhunters approached them. So it is possible. If they don't find that skill here, they will. Also depends on the budget they have, because sponsoring a visa or relocation might not be a very big challenge for big companies, and they are okay with that. But some of the companies which are very Norwegian and which do not want to encourage that, I have even seen that in their JD they have mentioned they only want people to apply if they already have a work permit, and it is also sometimes because of the urgency of that job. But most of the cases, because they are urgent jobs and they don't want to encourage that, so they even try to find people here itself. So overall, there are very less chances that you get lucky to get a job from India in Norway, but there are possibilities. I even heard some of the cases where their colleagues are hired from India and they were hired for that role directly through LinkedIn. And even for a lot of openings, people do apply from everywhere in the world, but the chances are less because they prefer somebody having that work permit, because they don't want to wait, and it can take a lot of time too for you to come to the country and settle. This one, before I end the video, is very important to ask, which is about the salary. That what does an IT professional get in Norway? So I am giving here a very wide range, guys, because as you know, if you are an IT professional and you are watching my video, you know that there can be varied skills you have in IT. So basically, I wanted to know that what is the starting salary and where can it go. There can be no max. Some people can get very lucky with the salary, but I wanted to know what is the starting salary which my friends have seen. So they basically feel that it starts from 650,000 NOK, which is I think the minimum they have seen for an IT professional. They don't have a minimum wages for IT roles, but they still have to pay. They want to pay decently. So I think nobody in IT would get. I think most likely this is the range where they start, which is from 650,000 with less experienced jobs as well. And it can vary from 600,000 to 900,000 for most of the jobs which we have seen, because all these roles which are like data engineers and project managers, it can range to that. But it is very likely that some of the people also get a package which is above 1 million, which is a very good package in Norway, by the way, and it is a very comfortable package if both of you are earning and have a very comfortable lifestyle here. Overall, if I have to sum up this video, I think I asked whatever relevant things I thought you should know if you want to have an IT career. Good part is that if you have a certain job, it's easy to switch job in IT here as well, because like even I have seen people switching jobs in IT roles because there are many jobs. It's not very likely that people switch jobs in Norway, but here they do in IT sector because there's a lot of demand, and on LinkedIn also you will see a lot of posts there, a lot of openings there, so which is good. That's all I wanted to share about IT jobs in Norway. I hope it was useful for some of you and you got to know a little more about how the job market in IT is in Norway. This was what I thought is relevant for this video, and I asked them, if you have any specific query where you want to know something specific about IT roles or IT jobs in Norway, I will surely try to get an answer for you. So do write in comments if you have any questions, if you have any queries. As I always try to help my viewers, I'll try to do that again. So that's it for this video. Have a great day. Bye bye and see you soon.